Welcome back to Dragon Quest III. In the previous episode, I retrieved the Stones of Sunlight from Tentacle Castle, got the Staff of Rain from a shrine near Cantlin, then dug up the Fairy Flute at Cole, using it to break the curse of the Spirit Rubies, receiving the Secret Amulet as thanks. With stones, staff, and amulet in hand, I received the Rainbow Drop from a wise man at the Southeastern Shrine, which will allow me to build the Rainbow Bridge to the island of the Archfiend where Zoma lies. So let's get to it. I teleport to Rimuldar, then make my way to the west. Theron reaches level 38, learning the Exploded spell, a stronger version of Boom. I arrive at the edge of the peninsula, using the Rainbow Drop to build the Rainbow Bridge, finally arriving at the island of the Archfiend, going around mountains and through a swamp to reach Zoma's castle. New enemies I can find in the castle include Swordoids, double attackers capable of critical hits and casting Heal More, Lion Roars, spellcasting enemies that use Infermost, Blaze Most and Bounce, Butragons, strong attackers that blow Cold Breath, and Barogs. These ones cast Defeat. I go west and north. Viron reaches level 38, learning the Infermost spell, a stronger version of Infermor, as well as the Revive spell, a better version of Vivify that always succeeds. I then go south, opening the central door, but as I walk through, my way out is blocked. The way forward is blocked as well. As I move away though, I must face 3 encounters against Granite Titans. Once they're dealt with, the stone doors retract, allowing me to move forward. I search behind the throne, finding stairs to the 2nd and 3rd floors. I go north, finding directional tiles. I walk carefully through them, finding stairs to the 4th floor. Here, I go west and south, finding a chest with a multi-edged sword. Pretty strong, it is cursed though, dealing damage to both the target and user. I then go around the eastern wall, going east and north, finding stairs to the 5th floor. I go north, opening a door, continuing along the corridor, crossing a bridge, finding none other than Ortega. He's facing a King Hydra. The fight is long and arduous, but unfortunately Ortega loses. He nurses our presence in his last moments, but the wounds are so grave he can't recognize his own son. With his last words, he wants us to ask Eltanin for forgiveness, as he couldn't save the world, and so he passes on. I continue along, going north then east, opening a door to the south, finding chests that contain a Stone of Life, a Leaf of the World Tree, a Sage's Stone, which protects the user from spells such as Beat and Defeat, and a Wizard's Ring. I then go east and south, finding stairs to the 6th floor. I approach an altar, being addressed by Zoma, who seeks his servants at me, starting with the King Hydra, a double attacking fire breather that regenerates HP. Baron buffs my attackers with By Kill, while Viron keeps my party topped up with Heal Us, leading to an easy victory. I advanced further, being attacked by Baramos Bomus. He can attack up to 3 times, breathe fire, as well as cast Exploded. He can regen HP as well. Baron casts By Kill, then Viron casts Barrier to reduce fire damage. Then he follows up with Sap to reduce his defense. This is yet another easy victory. I continue along, entering combat with Baramos Gonus, a very strong attacker with some HP regeneration, but no special threats at all. I commit to a full-on assault with Feron's Blaze Most and Viron's Infermost as well. This boss rush has been a piece of cake so far. I have finally arrived at Zoma, clashing with him. He's got incredible stats, regenerates HP, blows Cold Breath, and can cast Snowstorm and Bounce, as well as use a Freezing Beam that clears party buffs. After receiving a great deal of damage from his starting attacks, I use the Sphere of Light to weaken him. Notably, it drops his stats and removes his capability to cast Bounce. I buff my attackers with By Kill and sap Zoma's defense as well. Viron keeps the party healed with Heal Us for the remainder of the fight. Zoma manages to pull off a Freezing Beam on my party, removing their By Kill buff, but it's too late for him. Brindar's weak attack ends him anyway. The Archfiend's ambitions are over, though Zoma sees a vision of the future where Eltanin will be incapable of facing the next tribulation this world will suffer. As I try to leave the castle, the ground starts shaking, being expelled through the fissure at the cave north of Tentacle. As I make my exit, the northern corridor collapses, sealing itself. I leave the cave. The connection between Alefgard and the upper world has been closed. With Zoma's defeat, daybreak occurs. Alefgard is no longer a world of darkness. I return to Tentacle, meeting with the king and receiving his gratitude. Having proven myself as a true hero, I'm given the highest honor of the land, the Order of Erdrick. With the 2 worlds having been saved, Eltanin, or Erdrick I should say, disappears mysteriously, leaving his equipment behind, being passed down as the sword, armor, and emblem of Erdrick. A legend is born, one whose lineage will be passed down and give birth to mighty heroes who will save this world in its times of woe. This is the end of Dragon Quest III. This RPG has been quite a jump from its predecessor. While the protagonist is static, much like previous entries, he has a choice of multiple party members to journey with. While the game provides a predetermined party, Many more can be registered, allowing for better customizability, which is further boosted with class changing, especially since learned spells are preserved between classes, allowing even soldiers to cast magic if they were changed from a wizard, for example. The progression is smooth for the most part, not much grinding is required, except maybe to prepare for Baramos, as he is quite the threatening boss. The story is not very involved, much like previous entries, but it still has its fair share of important moments, like the plot twist after Baramos or meeting Ortega at Zoma's castle. Ortega's presence in the story does provide a sense of emotional stakes at a time where it wasn't very common at all. Combat, for the most part, is the same as its predecessor, although now there's a higher variety of spells, both damaging and supportive, to take note of, with a higher variety of elements, allowing for enemies to be fine-tuned to block specific elements. Although I'm not a big fan of boss enemies regenerating HP, seems like a band-aid solution to the heal-all problem of its predecessor. Good thing Bikekill exists. Another thing this game did well was its establishment as a stealth prequel. Hints are dropped through the upper world, like the Mirror of Ra and such, finally leading to the reveal of Alfgard. This last section of the game does feel like a victory lap after the defeat of Baramas. The path to Zoma was smoother than I expected. This does make it one of the first RPGs with more than one world though, that's pretty nice. All in all, this game has taken the best aspects of its predecessors, either enhancing them or combining with new facets, making it a premier RPG experience, one of the best of its era. Thank you for watching. One day I'll figure out how to actually end the series, but for now, all I can say is, I'll be seeing you next time. Wait a minute. I left the Mirror of Ra back at Alyahan. Same with the Silver Art now that I think about it. Oh no. I think I broke the timeline. Guess either the Dragon Lord or Hargon is winning this time. Bye.